Okay, I think I finally have this thing situated to where you can see me and I don't look too fat or too my double chin here underneath my, ugh, can't stand it. Anyway, I got to try to remember to look on the screen, I guess, instead of looking into the camera. I don't know. What are my eyes doing? Is it better for me to look at the screen or is it better for me to look at the camera? I'm going to look at the camera. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this video is because on July 4th, which was a big mistake, I ordered a Reborn from Jacqueline from the Reborn Baby Fun Shop. And never had any problems with her. Wonderful lady. She's the administrator of that site. I don't know, when I first started getting into reborning, I went to her site as far as support group, and I just always did love just the dynamics and the atmosphere of that online group. Very little drama, etc. Evidently, as I progressed over the years with my reborn purchasing, it seems as though there's a lot of drama within the ranks of reborning, which I try not to get involved in, which people don't really know me as an artist or anybody fabulous online. I mean, I'm just your normal average person who buys reborns, and I've had to learn along the way. I've sold some reborns, I've purchased reborns, and I've learned, to have an eye for better quality, etc., etc. Anyway, I'm getting off on left field like I always do, but what the main reason I wanted to make this particular video, and it's my very first time broadcasting publicly, a scamming situation. On July 4th, I ordered 2 babies, one from Jacqueline, which came in a very timely manner. Everything went smooth as usual. I've bought several of her babies. I'm not saying she's been the artist of these babies, but anyway, I've had great success with Jacqueline, and I've purchased a baby from her daughter. I've never had any problems. And 90% of the time, or whatever, I've been pretty fortunate with most of the people that I have purchased reborns from. They have been very timely, communicative, and wanting to make sure I was satisfied with the purchase. And so, anyway, so except for one other artist, when I first started getting into reborning, I did connect with an artist who does beautiful work, but at that time, when I ordered a baby from her, specifically Loveland, she was going through a really hard time, and her artistic endeavors were reflected in the paint job of the baby, and the baby's head fell off, and I had to get her head replaced, and blah, blah, blah. And this doll ended up costing me a fortune by the time it was all said and done. She was full vinyl, Loveland kit. But anyway, this particular artist gave me quite a lot of heartache, but I knew she was going through a lot as well, and I am a very sympathetic person, so very easy to mislead. I have a big bleeding heart, so sorry for that, but that's just the way I am. So anyway, getting back to the point, I ordered from Jacqueline, and then I ordered another darling baby, because I've been starting to kind of get into the AA babies, which I always have loved AA reborns. They're beautiful. But I ordered this AA baby from another artist. Actually, they were twins, and I'm going to do a video on those soon. But and no problem with the AA baby. Oh my God, they're just gorgeous. But anyway, so I started getting what I call happy, and wanted to order, another AA baby. And I don't know if you're like me, you start looking online at these babies, and you just start drooling, and you start getting that lustful, maternal thing, and you just happen to find one that, really grabs your heart. And so as I was, browsing after I ordered from Jacqueline, my silicone baby that she had listed, I proceeded to, look some more, and I came across this beautiful ethnic baby of color. Oh my God, she was just beautiful. And I had never heard of the lady before. Her name was Torian Davenport from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I believe. And, you know, I asked her, I inquired about the baby, and I think I just saw it randomly for sale online somewhere in some group, maybe that for AA babies, for sale AA babies. I never really specifically went to her Facebook page or anything like that, which I really made a big mistake. Something in my gut told me to be careful with this one, but I don't know. I just, I'm not always the brightest cookie, you know, on the block. So I didn't listen to my instincts. But anyway, I saw the baby, contacted her, asked her, you know, the price, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I did ask her, you know, are you a member of any of these other sites? You know, I thought if she could, you know, share with me specific reborn forums and support groups, it would alleviate some of my concern, because that would show me she's active, you know, in those groups and people happen to know her. And I made the grave mistake of sending her money for this beautiful AA baby on July 4th, the same time that I ordered from Jacqueline. And, uh, you know, she acted as if, okay, listen, I'm out of town. Can I mail the baby on a Friday? And it was like, whatever the 4th of July hit. It was just a couple days. And I said, no problem. You know, take your time. Don't feel stressed. I'm pretty easy to get along with, you know, with the ladies I buy my babies from. And they're also very kind to me, the ones I have worked with, except for two. Okay. And she's the number two. All right. So I sent her money via, big mistake, Facebook funds instead of PayPal. And I don't know. Like I said, it was just, she said all the right things, and everything seemed to be kosher and upfront. Asked me if I wanted the baby to come as a girl or a boy. She told me the baby's name that she had picked out for it, and I told her I would keep the same name, and we just interacted a little bit here and there. And then she touched base with me again, and after a few days, and nothing, I didn't hear from her on that Friday. And so she mentioned something about could she mail the baby a little bit later. And I assume, without embarrassment on her part, that maybe she just didn't have the funds. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know how that is not to have any money. So, you know, $15, $20 is a lot when you're, you know, don't have any money, and your money is, you know, comes in on a weekly basis or every 2 weeks, and, you know, you just make it spread like butter on a hot stove. You do what you can. So I said, no problem. You can wait, you know, another week if you so choose. Well, uh, something just didn't hit me right. So I talked to Jacqueline, and I don't know why I didn't do this. I'm really, I think I've just been so preoccupied. My daughter had surgery, and I've been taking care of her. Two households, staying at her house, coming to my house to feed the animals, leaving again, going back to her house, blah, 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 blah. Okay, a lot happening. So I guess I wasn't really thinking clearly. So I contacted her. Well, actually, it said she tried to contact me, and it seemed like via Facebook video. And so I responded back, and all she said was, I'm just trying to get up with you, whatever. So I was like, okay. So I tried to call her. The phone rang and rang and rang. The video thing rang and rang and rang, and nobody answered. I tried to contact her several times. I sent her some PMs asking her, could she please get up with me, blah, blah, blah. In the meantime, the second week, middle part of the week, still no baby. And I figured if she mailed the baby on a Friday, I could get it maybe even on not on a Saturday, but I figured no later than Wednesday at least, right? Maybe Thursday, pushing it. Well, no baby. So again, I contacted Jacqueline. She informed me, and I don't know why I didn't do it. Like I said, I should have looked on the scammer sites and verified that this person was trustworthy. And I don't even know why this person would even use their name. And I noticed when I went to her, I did finally go to this Torian Davenport's Facebook page. And she had a bunch of babies pictured with, you know, the ability to make comments. And I noticed right away that the babies seemed so diverse in their style of painting, which maybe in the beginning I would have never recognized that. And I'm not an authority on reborns, but I know now kind of sort of what to look for. And I noticed that each artist has their own little flair with their babies, which I love because that creates an individual factor. When you, even if you get the same kit from two different artists, they're going to be different. And I love that. I love that touch of genuine muse that these artists put into their work. And so, but I noticed on her page, all of her babies just didn't jive, but they were beautiful babies. But they seemed diverse in their style of painting. And I should have known, red flags, da da da. Well, at this point, almost 2 weeks had gone by, not quite. And I actually messaged her on her Facebook page, where everybody could see, I guess. And I didn't sound negative. I tried to lay low just in case, you know. And I said, hey, trying to get up with you. I'm parked by the mailbox waiting on the baby. Can you please contact me? Well, I started really doing my homework then and started looking and looking. And Jacqueline and my support group, let me just say this, the support group that I went to inquiring indicated to me that she was a scammer. And I'm like, oh my God, just my luck. But I figured it's going to happen eventually because I've been into the Reborn thing for, I don't know, 3.5 years, maybe now, 4 years, I don't know. And, you know, it's going to happen. It's just going to happen. And it did. I was stupid. I should have known. Should have listened to my inner qualms and my inner voice and paid attention to what was going on. But, you know, a couple glasses of wine doesn't help you think straight sometimes. So anyway, I was like, oh, beautiful. So I went online and I started, you know, I started researching Facebook and trying to get verification of the transaction via their protocol. You know, they have a receipt and a verification system that you can go to. And I was able to print off the transaction. Then I went to my bank account and I looked there, and I'll be darned, let me tell you folks, it really, really, really pissed me off because I sent her the check July 4th, or not the check, I keep saying check, but I mean, I sent her the money July 4th, and that girl wasted no time, and this is in the evening now, not late, I would say about 9-ish, 10-ish, I don't know, somewhere in there. I'll be danged if she didn't go to the bank or wherever in the world she went and extracted that money, lickety-splickety, wasting no time. And I didn't recognize any of this until I started researching this girl because I had no reason really in my heart of hearts to not trust this girl. Torian Davenport from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Okay? So I go back online and I'm like, oh my God, you know. So I print out all this verification stuff and I contacted Facebook. And I still want to contact Facebook because I don't think I really emphasized enough. And I don't know what their protocol is when people scam. But, you know, there's got to be a give and a take here. I don't understand. Somebody is going to get rich one day if they can come up with a strategic plan for things like PayPal, Facebook, you know, eBay, and that type of thing to where they can really, really protect the people that are purchasing from fraudulent, false merchandise, advertisement, whatever you want to call it, okay? Or shabby crap that's, you know, you think it's this and it comes in the mail and it's something else, whatever. Somebody's going to get rich. Someone's going to come up with a plan for Facebook that's going to be able to locate and pinpoint specifics about a person's interaction, where they live, you know, phone numbers, names, whatever. Somehow, yes, it's invasive of our privacy, but we have to be protected from people like this girl, Torian, who ripped me off of hard-earned money for a baby that she never had any intention of selling. Okay, so couldn't get up with her. Then, lo and behold, I said, oh my God. So I go back to her page. Guess what? Couldn't get on her page. Unavailable. Tried to call her. Unavailable. Tried to video her. unavailable. I was like, OMG. Then all of a sudden, and I did notice on her page she had a friend, a specific friend, like one person in common or something. Anyway, this one person coincidentally started PMing me and asked me about some of my babies that I was selling. I've been selling, a couple babies I just sold, uh, Mama's Little Monkey, blah, blah, blah. And I've got a couple other little kits or reborns that I want to sell that they're not bad quality babies, but they're not, I realize, like I said, now I want higher quality babies. So anyway, she asked about one of the babies and blah, blah, blah. And I thought this was an entirely different girl. And then I went back to my support group to let my support circle know, hey, I just got this PM from this girl asking about the beautiful baby because I did post it on my page. Guess what? This is going to be my new baby, blah, blah. And everyone's like, oh, she's so beautiful, and congrats and la-di-da. And I said, yeah, I can't wait. She's all mine. And I mean, this baby was just beautiful. So I assumed this person was interested in one of my babies and merely contacted me, but did notice that I had put this on my page about this ethnic baby and was complimenting me about it and asking me. Well, somebody told me, you know what? It's probably the same person that took your money, Torian Davenport, okay? She's probably that same person under a different name, okay? So I'm like, oh my God. So I go back to her site and I can't, at first I couldn't even comment. She made it to where nobody could comment. Then she took the site, made it inactive, I guess, and then she reactivated it. And of course, I go to my messages and I see where we made the transaction and that type of thing. And I've been trying to make a copy of that so I can use that as evidence when I go to the scammer page. But I'm doing this video to let women know, do not buy a baby from this girl, Torian Davenport. I don't know what her game is, but I'm really pissed off. So I'm not finished with her. I went to my bank and I'm almost 100% sure they're going to fulfill and give me back the funds that I lost on this person who scammed me. I also contacted, like I said, Facebook, and I don't know what they're going to do, if anything, but I am just not, I'm computer literate, but yet I'm also green with the computer, and so I need to delve more into this so I can really nail this down. And especially for you that are buying reborn babies, I mean, it's heartbreaking because I'm not rich. I mean, I don't care what people think. My home is a secondhand, everything in it's been purchased secondhand, just about, thrift stores or a yard sale, okay? But I've worked very hard for my money, and I just cannot understand why someone, and maybe I'm naive, why they would go and rip somebody off like that and not even worry about it and can sleep at night like that. I mean, I'm not that brilliant to make up a Facebook page and some kind of a fake name and make transactions and rip people off and then turn around and come up with another page with another name and la la la. I mean, it's too complex for me. My brain could not, I just would be totally discombobulated. No way. No way could I do it. I don't major in ripping people off. I don't know how people do it. But I wanted to bring this to your attention, and I'm sorry if I'm rambling. Please forgive me, but this is all new to me. I don't really do video things too much, but I feel like I need to protect people from someone like her. Reborn artists, beware. Especially if she's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Her name could be Janice Tyler. Her name could be Libby Blue. Her name could be Sassy Pants. I don't care. But if she's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, or whatever, be careful. Do your homework. Go to those scammer sites. Find the person's name. Ask the people, hey, do you know anything about this person? Because, see, I was afraid to put her name out there on the scammer page, because I thought, well, she's going to see her name, it's going to be highlighted, she's going to go there if she's a member or whatever, which I would assume she was because she's into the reborning thing, supposedly. And I didn't want to offend her by questioning her authenticity, you know? I don't know why I worry about that. At my age, I'm almost 62, and I just worry about offending people, and it's absolutely asinine to do that. Who cares? Especially when it comes to my hard-earned money. So, anyway, just saying, I am still pursuing this. I should know for sure today if my funds have been reciprocated. But I wish that there was some way that Facebook, if they're going to do this money thing, okay, and they're going to offer that to us as consumers and for people that are on the Facebook and train, they should also offer some sense of security to make sure that the sale is valid and authentic and is not a ripoff or a scam person just trying to get your hard-earned money. They need to come up with a system that can somehow dictate or somehow specifically zero in on these kinds of transactions, like eBay, I guess, or whatever, not even, yeah, or PayPal, like PayPal. You know, they do have the dispute center, and you can go in, and I know sometimes there are glitches because they say, you know, if you do like a layaway plan and you send it family and friends, there's nothing they can do about it, to help the other person not incur a fee. But don't do that. Send money via business transaction. Too bad. That's the price that the person that you're buying from has to pay for you buying their merchandise. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. If they want money for that, you know, that small fee, they need to include it in the cost of the item unbeknownst to you. Okay? So if you have a $500 baby, you should go ahead and add the expense of shipping and handling and the expense of PayPal, whatever they take out for the services rendered, because that way you can protect yourself. But going back to Facebook, they need to come up with a plan, people. They really do. I'm really, really burnt up about this. And every time I turn around, I'm going to definitely mention her name. I just want y'all to see this cute little baby right here. Move your little hand, buddy. You can tell I'm so amateur with this mess. Look at that baby. My family, on a private note, they are assuming that Mama has lost her mind. But I told them this is not going away. This reborn thing is not going away. Deal with it. All right, I've said enough. Torian Davenport, please, please, please. Karma is going to come back and bite you on the butt. I truly believe that. I embrace that. And you need to be ashamed of yourself. And there are legal procedures that I am still looking into to pursue so that no one else, I'm not threatening you. I don't know how it all works. But I'm letting you know, girl, that you are a thief and a sleazy, dishonest, abhorrent, is that the word? You know, hateful, selfish person. Torian Davenport. I'll never forget you. See you later, guys. Bye.